What's up everyone, Speedy here. In this 1v1 video, we're going to be doing 2 live games as well as 1 replay review. So let's get right into it. Here we are in game number 1. So let's kind of play this by ear. And hit a perfect kickoff. Okay. I was actually going to say, like, one thing I want to focus on is just getting good 50s this game and, like, just this video in general. Got to work on my 50-50 challenges. That was pretty poor. Yeah, the reason I lost that is just a poor speed flip there. The setup into the speed flip was pretty bad. It was way too far to the side and it just popped it. Could take time here. Wants to play fast and aggro, that's fine. Really unfortunate recovery. Oh, good though. Gonna bring myself to the left. He's gonna have a free goal. How does that demo be? Okay. Could have actually shot that. Good drive challenge. That was actually the most insane setup for a bump play, dude. That worked so well. Nice. Good bump. Just thinking high percentage there. Against a pretty good opponent, it's important to kind of play that smart. Nice. Good early challenge. He kind of played that a little bit faster. Take time. And front foot flick it. Unfortunately, with a little too much chutzpah. Try to hit it with the corner of my card just so it's awkward. Nice, dude. So the reason I went for the follow-up flick the way I did is trying to like really get the corner of the card is because I wanted it to be accurate, but I didn't want to make it too powerful. I just wanted to put it on target so that way it was awkward for him. He's gonna rip a shot on there. He's gonna be awkward. Dude, I am playing this solo against a Grand Champ. That's a beautiful opening for the game. Just good power, good decision. Instead of going for the wall play there, going for a high percentage play. All good so far. He's gonna rip a shot on net. I don't think that's it. Oh, dude, that's in. Dude, I'm playing insanely well, and he left, bro. Dude. That's an insane start to the video. Let's go. Let's go. Here we are in game number 2. Keep that momentum going. Kind of just keep learning. Nice. A little awkward there, but you know what? It works because the opponent was aggro. The reason I came off the wall there early and kind of got set up was specifically because I wanted to see if the opponent was going to aggro and be challenging there. They were. It's a bad flip on the opponent's part. Nice. Well done using that kind of bump to get set up here. It's fine. You see by being like aggro there, just gives him possession. I'm just playing it slow. Like, if the opponent doesn't want to challenge, I don't have to shoot it. Like, I can take my time, and that's kind of the most important thing. In those situations, just take your time and recognize if the opponent was going to challenge there. Just going to put that shot really on target, and the opponent can't save it. Dude, I'm playing really well. I'm loving it. Opponent actually does me a favor setting it up to the corner. Gonna bring it back to safety. Play carefully here. Gonna let this bounce down. Take time. Could tell he was gonna go there. Not a great challenge. I think high percentage. Opponent's gonna go. Not to use a lot of boost here. Just gonna rip a shot on that opposite because the opponent's giving the ball away. What you don't want to do is do not do what the opponent did. Do not just like do that because there's zero recovery. There's zero chance to recover it because your momentum is pushing you towards the wall, and you have no way to be able to get set up back towards essentially where the ball is now going to be centered for free. Just don't do that. Of course, we do get an insta-Q, so all good. Good patience there. Nice. Good backflip challenge there. The opponent was definitely not ready for that. When you're doing that, be really careful about both the timing of it, but also be aware of like the opponent actually being ready for it. If they're going to try to like 50 already, and they're already aware of a 50, like a 50-50 happening, then there's a lot of risk. So just don't do it. Let's bring it back to safety. Oh, what a recovery pinch, dude. That's insane. That's an insane shot. Play the low. Wow, bro. Dude. I think this might be the best recording I think I've ever had, bro. What is this? I am playing so locked in right now. I feel so good. Let's go. Oop, I goofed. Go back to the corner. Played that pretty badly. That's gonna go for a reset. Nice, good positioning there, just to kind of be careful about the 50. I mean, just honestly, that's another fantastic play. Just awareness of the opponent. Like, be aware, like, your corners are the safest places on the field for you to play with. Oh, I fucked it. The opponent didn't see that in time. Move. But that a little too fast. Let's take our time next time. Bring it back to my corner. So now that I have essentially a free possession play, I can take my time. I'm gonna save my boost here. Opponent wants to be aggro, that's fine. I played that really badly. Once I commit for that cut there, I'm completely out of position. So I knew he was going to cut, but I still put myself out of position, so I have to be better than that. It's going to buff me a little bit. That cuts past me, that's wild. Gonna be in the safe spot. Take time. Get it over. Good defense here. Let's play for 50. Good dash there. Nice playing as well. Missed the open net. All good though. Think about the bounce. Nice, that's gonna corner off, so that's safe. That gives me some time as well. Close. Still losable, so I need to be careful about the 50. That's pretty rough there. I was honestly like really awkward there for like a good 30 seconds, but still used up a lot of time on the clock. Have to cut early. Just play time. Let's go. That very well played though. Those 3 games, that's insane. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip from here to when the opponent decides to start playing, because it was actually like a little while that they didn't play. I got the second goal after this one because I wanted to make sure there was like enough points to technically count the game as a win. So I was like, okay, well, that's gonna work. But I'm gonna go ahead and skip here. Here's when the opponent decides to play, and the opponent was definitely somebody who was underranked. You're gonna see in a little while just like the way they play. It's just their playstyle was clearly somebody that was a bit on the underranked side. Just the way they like just played was just weird, really weird. Takeaways though, flicks have been very flicky, like impressive, like level of flicks. Like my flicks overall, since I've been really practicing them, feel really good. So I'm at a point where I'm going to consider a little bit less overall practice on flicks and start changing that out with other mechanics that I need to work on. I know there's a lot of mechanics for me to work on in terms of overall mastery. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get control in front of the box there. It was really awkward. Here's where he gets a goal here, because I kind of misread what he was going to go for. And then he goes for just the ground pinch there, a ground shot there. It just gave way too much space. It's difficult to cover because I don't know which way he's going to go. So from like this position, you can see like he's got the space, yeah. But it's hard to tell. Like if I went, it would have been really risky because I would have been trying to essentially go up the wall and try to challenge from like way too far behind. And he's in a position where he's already able to like push the ball forward. So it wasn't really a position I could do much with, and I just played it too passive here. Not really sure what I could have done totally differently, but maybe I could have really chowed that. But otherwise, it's a pretty hard position to work with, though. Times I did get scored on, though, are just a little frustrating the way I kind of played it. I was like, I could definitely play it better. Here, just being patient, just taking time, recognize it's a bit awkward on the wall setup here. And here, just waiting. Didn't really get the play I wanted. He probably should have bumped me fully. I was lucky I didn't get demoed. I positioned pretty badly there, honestly. And here, just get the breakaway for a goal. I just go for the immediate shot just because I was like, I'm going to shoot as far away from his side as possible. So that would technically be left post. And just kind of essentially just throw it onto that position. And if it's on target, cool. If not, then no problem. At least I'm putting pressure there. So here, it's an easy mistake to just boom it off the corner there. I felt like a control touch was better because I wanted to bait a 50. This guy just happened to get really, really good control off of the play, and it worked. I didn't really play the position well. I could have done that better. Not really sure what I could have done differently there. Here's good patience here, just kind of taking time. Here, just grabbing this boost, and the opponent has to leave, so this is a position where I shouldn't have gotten myself scored on, but I messed up the position pretty badly and just didn't get pads. I missed all the pads here because I rotated from in between the pad lane. So if I played this better, if I got a better setup for the flick, it would have been okay. This was actually like one of the major mechanical errors this game. Because I just made a mistake on the takeoff there and got too far away, so I tried to focus on the 50-50. He did a good job being patient there. Like here, if I just like stayed over here, grabbed that pad, had 10 boost to work with, probably would have been able to cut it just a little bit, but again, shouldn't have put myself in that position to begin with, so necessary to be kind of nitpicky there. From here, though, I felt like I was definitely playing better. Like, once I kind of locked myself back in and said, okay, well, this guy is definitely better than his rank indicates, even if he's started with a 2-goal deficit. Like there, that's a bad drive challenge. You want to be careful about drive challenge where the person is actively still 50-50, because they're in a position where they're still going to cut it across. You can see he's cutting across with the flip, and he's trying to maintain touching or contact there. And so once he gets that touch there, then you want to be careful about the drive challenge, because drive challenging here gives the ball a point where it can now prop up here and then go this way, like it did there. Fortunately, it didn't go in my net, but the position is very dangerous to do that. But it was naturally aggressive, and of course, you see just the way they played. Just they're very much like somebody who's practiced their airplay and everything. You could tell. That's good. They still make a lot of mistakes, though. Could totally have taken time here. There was absolutely no need to boom it away because I gave the ball away. Like here, could just like literally just a cut, and then control touch here, and then go for a bump play. Go for a lot of plays, really, but the boom away touch was just not the play. I'm fine with the patience here. That's fine. Good boost grabbing there, too. You're going to see in a little bit here probably the most insane double save that I think I've ever scored in recent memory. So here, good flick. Just solid flick. Just on target. Make it work. Make it happen. But this, what happens here was just terrifying. This goal, like this save here, actually unironically terrifying. So yeah, so coming up here is definitely kind of a back-to-back-to-back kind of volley of saves on each other. Starts off, of course, with the 50-50 here after the kickoff. Here, just trying to get myself to a good spot. Flip early. I probably honestly could have gone a control touch, have been fine. I think realistically a control touch, like a guided control touch that's got some power to it, so it's got direction. Here, good movement, and then the double save here is just, it's insane, dude. Like, the setup to do that double save, and it was a good thing I didn't go for that corner boost. If I did, I would have gotten scored on. Here, go for the single, and the bump into the save is just insane. Of course, he goes for another pinch. Very obvious to go for it. And this is why you want to be careful about going for obvious pinches, because when you do that, you can just get a bad 50, and just like that, it becomes very, very difficult to save that, because you're just, boom, immediately getting scored on. Couldn't get the kickoff I wanted, so you're just playing it wide. I wanted to go out to in. He goes for another pinch, of course. Like, again, it's very obvious he's going for that. Here, just save boost. I just want to be patient here. He's going to come up as well. So kind of recognizing he's going for the reset there. He's kind of awkward and coming to the side here. And you just take the free goal as quickly as possible, and that ends the game. So in terms of takeaways, I would say like one of the things that I need to continue being better about is mental consistency. I played really well in the live games, but this was a later game in the essentially in the replay review portion, trying to actually get a good game that I felt good with it. I just made a lot of mental errors that honestly shouldn't be happening, and that consistency broke once I stopped commentating. So I actually started commentating this game, even though it was a replay review game, as a way to kind of keep myself focused. And I found that I stay focused better when I'm doing mental commentary, because it allows me to kind of stay mentally on target with what's going on and what I'm doing in the moment. And that's something I can do better. I can be better with that. If you would like me to review your games, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Speedy Man out.